That was a small one.
That one's creepy.
I didn't know. I did a small one, okay? First of all, little stuffy. What's up,
that
guys?
That could be your rapper name.
Little Stuffy. Oh, it's about to go down. I'm making a whole... And you know what? He's even going to be Little Stuffy Louisiana and all now. We're going to rap about them Gators. Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
No.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Two Dudes and a Brew. I'm Billy.
I'm Alex.
And we have our producer, Albany, off screen right now. And, producer Jordan's never here. Is she even a producer anymore?
She is. She produces from the house.
Oh. Okay. How does that work? She give you like a rub and tug while you're editing?
Classified.
So it is full rub and tug. Got
Classified.
It. So, guys, we want to thank everyone so much for listening to the podcast, subscribing, downloading, doing all of that. We're really happy with the numbers. We would love to see them grow. What? Well, you sound like you just enjoyed 420 so much with that one little...
I can't do that.
I know, me neither. I want to.
I wouldn't be against it, but I can't.
Real question, do you think there's like meth day or like
no
heroin day?
No.
Why?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait, what about Coke?
Coke day? Well, that was loud. Very loud.
Producer Albany, I have a producer job for you.
So, guys, right now we do have family.
Can we keep the squeals down to a minimum?
We have family in town right now, so the kids are enjoying some time. So you're probably going to hear more than usual.
That was a squeal of enjoyment for anybody that
I don't even know which
kids.
kid that was.
I think that was Beckett.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just being a butthole then because he knows we're recording. But whatevs, guys. Yeah, he don't care.
So we've already gotten to Little Stuffy. Your light, oh yeah, that creeps me out. And your kids are...
Yeah, dude. It's wild tonight. It's wild, but you have to go out of town like tomorrow or whatever, so...
No, I'm golfing tomorrow. I go to town Friday.
Jesus. Well, I have to work tomorrow like an adult, so...
I'm working.
But
I can answer emails from my phone.
Yeah, I know.
I'll send a quote in the morning. I gotta do one quote in the morning.
Yeah, but I know you're going out of town this weekend for Talladega.
Yes.
Talladega. So...
Which, when this airs, Talladega will be...
Over.
2 weeks old, but yeah.
Whatever. Is what it is.
Sounds outstanding.
We have to knock out an episode, so we're getting it done right now. So, Alex.
Right now.
What fucking beer are we fucking drinking, motherfucker?
We are drinking Dead Guy Ale's Rogue.
I love this can.
I know.
So much. So much it hurts right now.
I know. So I was wandering through
Dead Guy
Walmart when
Dead Guy Ale Rogue.
When Tyler and Ashley were here. Me and Tyler went to Walmart just for shits and giggles to see what the beer section had. And I literally stopped mid-step and I was like, that looks cool. That goes in cart. So if it tastes like complete ass...
It's your fault?
It's totally because I put no effort into finding it. I just...
Like that looks
the
cool.
Can.
Here's a question, though.
What?
So it's called the Dead Guy Ale Rogue. But if you read it says, gratefully dedicated to the Rogue in each of us. Is this a Grateful Dead beer?
No.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are we 100% sure?
Yes.
Dead
I can tell you why.
Why?
There are no bears, no skulls, no nothing on there.
I mean, there's a fucking skull.
That's the wrong skull.
There's a skull. You can't say there's not a skull. There
it's
is
the wrong skull.
You know what it reminds me of?
If you were a deadhead,
I don't mean this to be an ass, but this literally, this person or skeleton thing reminds me of the Agori people we did.
It does. It very much does.
But I like it so far. I mean, the can's pretty... It's just cool as shit. Like pitch black, and they slapped a fucking cool ass skeleton drinking a damn beer. Although I am sad for him because his beer glass is cracked. I don't know if you saw that, but it's cracked. But it's not leaking, so
they don't care.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm off track. What did we agree last week that I would do on Wednesday?
I don't remember. Bring the beer.
That was like 3 weeks ago, and I kept forgetting to do that.
I have no idea. What? What we
Flying Spaghetti Monster?
Yeah.
If you don't know what the Flying Spaghetti Monster is, go to the last episode. Listen to it.
Yeah, you should.
Weird.
Pastafarian.
Who did I say I'd send it to on Wednesday and not say a word?
Your dad.
I'm sending it to him right now.
Oh, yes! Does that one drop this Friday?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, this is going to be great. Yes. This is going to be great. And you can't say shit. Nothing. One word answers, no phone calls.
No, I just said it to him, and I know when he texts me back, I'm going to get a question mark, and I'll just say podcast. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. That works for me.
It's going to be fun.
I want to drink beer now. I just want to drink beer now. Are we doing it? Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Why are we doing it? Let's do it.
Guys, I've been told that my favorite line I'm not allowed to do tonight because there's family over.
No, you cannot do it tonight because we have family over. So, you pillow over the face.
Come join us, please.
She said, "Oh,
really? We're 25 episodes in, and you're still trying to figure out the port check?"
My beautiful lady is trying to graduate college, so you just shut your pie hole and you leave her alone.
That's right. Shut your pie hole.
Haha, yeah, that's right. Back me up, Knuckles. What's up?
On a scale of 1 to 10 on the commitment on her end, it's like a 2.
Whatever, dude. At least it's commitment.
That's true.
All right, here we
Billy,
go.
3, 2, 1.
Did you spill?
No.
Okay, so I'll pour first, but you better pour the whole fucking beer because last episode you literally left so much. Did he not? Twice. All right, here we go.
So, guys, this is different. This is not an IPA. We went outside of our realm. Because Alex literally bought something he thought was cool looking and didn't look at the can. So
yeah, that's not a great pour, but I'll take it. Yep. Oh, wait, we're still going.
No, you're not. You're actually knocking it down a little bit with the way it's dripping.
So there we go. There's mine. Yeah, because this is a Dead Guy Ale is a Melbach style ale. Melbach or Maybach? Malbec.
Oh, mine was worse.
With a robust malt profile and a sweetness that is balanced by the liberal use of bittering hops.
So we didn't go through a lot of information. We poured one first because Billy was in the mood for one. Albany scores.
I give Alex a 2.
Wow.
And Billy a 2.5.
Whoa! You are scoring rough tonight.
Those were terrible pours.
All right.
Somebody's not in a good mood.
No, she's not. She's upset. Tell her.
All right.
All right, fine.
That's enough out of you now.
Good Lord.
Pour you some wine.
You're not being very nice.
Ready for the loudest wine pour in the world?
Bonk. I was hoping that.
Wait for it.
There it is.
I just peed a little bit.
I peed a little. Go ahead.
Dead Guy Ale. Rogue. Billy read that. Dare, risk, dream is what is on the bottom of the can.
I literally thought it said dare, risk, death. And I was like, what? But I get it.
6.8 alcohol by volume, so it's still in our ballpark, just not an IPA.
Yeah.
It's going to be different.
Oh, dude, this is out of Oregon.
Oregon.
You know you can do crack there.
I thought it was meth.
You can do anything.
Well, I say one of them's legal. They just made it legal.
All of them are legal.
Really?
I think that's what I read. Yeah, you can just walk in the police station, shoot up some fucking...
Producer Albany, can you fact
heroin.
check that, please?
I'm pretty sure it's all legal in Oregon.
Can you fact check that? What drugs are legal in Oregon? Because there's no way that's legal.
You know what they need to make legal?
What?
Shrooms. Because
Never done shrooms.
I haven't either, but I have heard it's a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I would love to do it.
Guys, I want it known. The can is like my personality. Little skull with a beer in his hand.
Dull and useless.
And
after
flat
it's been
black.
used.
Yes.
Dull and useless after it's been used.
Even the little can opener's black. It's cool.
It's called the... Okay.
What is it called then?
It's called a top. It's called the pop top. Top of pops. When you pop a top, pop, tippy top, pop.
It's only a pop top if you're drinking pop.
I think I had a stroke.
Okay.
Oh, this is the Oregon update. Sorry, we're bouncing around a little bit.
They allow... Shit. Hold on.
Stand by.
They no longer arrest someone for possession of small amounts. So you can't be trafficking it, but for a possession charge, they're not going to throw you in jail, which is a good idea because our prisons around the country are filled with non-violent criminals.
Yeah, dude. So you can go smoke a fucking pipe right in front of the police station. All they're going to be is like, give me
I
that.
didn't hear use. I heard for possession of it.
Yeah, possession.
That doesn't mean you can do it.
The ones that they allow are heroin, meth, LSD, oxycodone,
damn,
and other drugs is what it says.
There's an other category?
Oh, yeah. They didn't say mushrooms. They said LSD, but they didn't say mushrooms.
Yeah, well, okay.
And probably cocaine and cocaine accessories. So, let's give her a sniff.
Producer Albany, thank you for the fact check. Billy?
A little sniffy. Let's
Cheers.
go. Cheers.
Little sniffy.
Oh, that smells like a malt.
I'm in for it.
Okay, that's different.
I like it.
All right, let's move on.
That might be my $8 beer. Shit.
Holy moly! Oh, I do not like that back end. I'm not gonna lie. The back end.
If I'd have told you it was an IPA and you couldn't see the can, you wouldn't know a damn difference.
Yes, I would. That back end's totally different, dude.
It's good for you.
It's like a heavy fucking malt. I mean, I might get used to it.
Quit yelling at me.
Of course, we did just drink like a Michelob Ultra, so it might be throwing my taste buds off a bit. So
you should have had some pizza before.
I did eat some pizza.
Before we started the... Never mind. Moving on. Billy.
What? No.
What?
Yes.
Next segment
Oh, yeah.
is what, my friend?
Bullshit of the week.
Let's try English this time.
Oh, my bad. Bullshit of the week.
Brought to you by Billy and Alex.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor our bullshit of the week, let us know.
You go first.
You can sponsor it.
You go first.
Oh.
You go first.
Oh.
You go first. I'll go first. So, my bullshit of the week.
I could have gone first.
I can go first.
You go first.
You go first.
You make up your damn mind.
I'm just kidding. I'll go first.
Deal.
So, like, we had, like, some family things happen or whatever. I don't want to say whatever. That's just rude. We did have a passing in the family. So, we found that out, like...
I'm not laughing at you. I swear.
Is it your dad?
My dad texted me back. Oh
I can see it. It says W.
What the fuck? I sent him a picture for the one from the Bible of the guy reaching out.
Oh,
and the
yes.
one with him sticking out his noodly...
Appendage. Noodly appendage. And then you just say podcast.
He's going to call me later. I'm not going to say a word to him.
So we had a passing in the family or whatever, and so I obviously it was someone close to my wife. So
yes,
I took off because obviously bereavement and stuff, and I wanted to be there for her. So let me tell you about I'm all for like figuring out how to deal with those type of things, like whatever kind of therapy you may need. And let me tell you now. First of all, I got paid while I was off, which was great.
Always good.
But then I took this woman, she took me really, on the shopping spree of a lifetime. Like, she needed retail therapy, and I didn't know that was a thing.
I've heard the term, but I take that back.
But after I heard my card swipe, like the 570th time on the first day, because this was a 2-day thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to say anything if this is helping her, but I just kept watching stuff come in. I was like, what? Kids need clothes. We need clothes? Kids need clothes?
I know what that pile is.
Yeah.
What's that pile? I don't remember that pile.
So I'm like...
Holy shit.
Well, and you couldn't try anything on, so I just had to buy everything.
Yeah, you can't try anything on because of COVID. So she literally had to buy clothes and then bring them home to try them on so she could take them back. Has anything gotten taken back? I don't think so yet. Am I right or wrong?
I'm working on it.
Nothing's going back
Nothing's
ever.
going back.
Now.
So,
do you even know where the receipt is at this point?
But like...
I have them all bagged in the store that they go to with the receipts in the bags.
Yeah, she's ready to take them back.
You know what we should do?
What?
Take the receipts out of the bags and put them in different bags.
That would be rude.
But funny.
It would be funny, but it'd be a little rude.
We would get phone calls, but it'd be funny.
But some bullshit inside of that is that I needed to get, Johnny cashed out. It's a funeral. Like, I always dress all black. Like, for a
I only
funeral.
have 2 suits. One black with a white t-shirt and one black with a black t-shirt. That's my suits.
Well, like, I don't have anything. Like,
You want a suit?
I have a coat, but that's like it. Just because, like, I have no reason.
No,
I've
that's
never.
true, 'cause I got my suits when I was in college.
Yeah, I have that. I've never had any reason to dress up. So it's kind of like her dad, dude. Her dad is fucking hilarious. So anytime something like this happens, where like a wedding, a funeral, something like that.
Yeah.
This tells you how fucking country this motherfucker is. The day before, he goes to Value Village, buys this.
Just like explain what that is.
It's like a Goodwill,
but worse.
than Goodwill.
Oh, it's Goodwill's ugly stepsister?
It's
Yeah.
actually better. They have.
Okay. Either way, it's like
Either way,
fucking
yeah.
$3 for a shirt, like $2 for a pair of pants. This motherfucker every time goes into this store, buys a suit or whatever to dress up, and it always looks nice on him. He comes home, throws them away. because he spends all of $10 on the outfit and he's not gonna wear it again for years. And like, so he was like overweight at one point, and got like surgery, had lost a shitload of weight, and then he got his knees fixed, lost more weight. So like a lot of clothes he had to throw out anyway. So his weight
I've heard people
fluctuates
bitch before. They hate when they lose weight
because you have nothing that fits.
I feel so great. I'm in such a great mood. I feel so much better.
Yeah.
None of my clothing fits right anymore.
So my issue was I had to get a suit. Like, I had to get a black, well, not a suit.
If I'd have had a pen in front of me, I'd have thrown it at Albany this second.
So
Albany, your head got caught by the camera.
So I go into the store.
Yeah.
And, like, of course I put on my COVID fucking 10, 20, whatever it is. So I'm like, all right, I need to get pants that are a little bit bigger than normal. And I think I usually wore like a 32-30 or something like that.
I remember the days I wore a 32.
So
that was so cute.
But I was like,
6th grade.
I really want to be comfortable. Like, I really want to be comfortable.
Now.
So I go in, I find some pants, fucking nice ass pants. Okay. But we went to like Belk or something. So like the sale was.
So you went somewhere nice.
Yeah, the sale was great. The sale was fucking fantastic. Of course, everything's on sale. So I get these nice black pants, and I got 34s. Okay. Because 33s were like, they fit, but they were getting kind of tight. So I'll go to 34.
If you have too many beers and a big dinner the night before, the next day is going to suck wearing them. Okay.
So I get a 34. I get a black shirt, and this just keeps adding to the bullshit. I get a black shirt and I get a red tie. Well, it's like a soft red, or like a
maroon.
Like a maroon, yeah.
Oh, you didn't think I could pull maroon out of my ass?
Yeah. So and then I always wear the shoes that I got through the military. They're like my dress shoes. Don't know if that's fucking okay, but I still do. I don't give a shit. And so I get home. Well, I've known this about myself. Like, this happened to me at prom. This happened to me at a wedding I was in. I have a big neck.
Yeah.
Right?
I have the same problem.
So collar extenders are a must.
Yeah, it won't button.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So day comes that we need to go to this funeral. So I get up in the morning, I shower, I get my hair, like, put it up, and I start putting my stuff on. I'm, like, feeling good. Like, I got my shirt on. Yeah. It's fitting well. And I go to put these pants on, and the thing that I hate the most about pants that are too big is when you put them on. I was like, all right, these are a little more loose than I wanted. I put my belt on, and you get that scrunchy shit going on, and it looks like
baconed up on you.
Yeah, and it looks like it like flues out around your waist. So that was happening. I'm like, well, if I just get the tie on, I'll be fine. Not thinking about not having my collar extenders. So I go to put the tie or get the thing buttoned up, and like literally the button won't touch. And I'm like, oh God. And I don't even remember what the size of the neck. It was like 15-inch neck, like collar thing. So I think I'm probably completely wrong in my math here, but I think I'm like an 18 or a 19 inch.
I'm pretty sure I'm an 18 and a half.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to that.
Because I have to make sure that I can get the right size shirt.
Yeah.
But they'll have 2 X's and the neck won't even be closed.
Yeah, so like I'm pretty sure I'm close to like an 18 and a half, somewhere around there. So I can't get that on. Pants look like shit. I'm like, I fucking am going to lose my mind. So I just like, all right, I'm not wearing the tie. But then I'm looking and I'm like, I feel like I look frumpy. So I go into the closet.
Which version of the word frumpy? I've heard it used way
like muffin top frumpy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, which I know I don't, but I feel like it, So I go into my closet.
I feel like you should have to put this.
I start digging back through like. Oh,
muffin top is the correct word that you're looking for.
I don't.
Like
think
you understand a muffin top is when your fat rolls over. Where
oh
your
no!
At.
What's it? What is it when you tuck it in? Because that's what it looked like. How it was. Huh?
Okay,
like
Urkel?
Fucking dweeb, whatever. No, when like some people get like so big that they have to pull their pants over their like.
Yeah,
that's what it feels
you feel
like.
Urkel, where you had them pulled up your
nipples.
Okay, yeah.
Because but it only feels like that because they're like scrunched up and fluffed out. Of course, you can ask Albany. They looked fine, I'm sure.
Oh, like a fupa.
Yeah, like a fupa. That's it.
Is that the same thing as a front butt?
No, it's a fat upper pussy area.
Oh wow.
Fat upper penis area.
It's funny.
We're so gonna get sued one day.
Nah, it's fine.
I can't wait for it.
So anyway, I'm like looking through my closet, looking through. Well, then like I get to the very back, and there it is. Nice black, like suit coat.
Okay.
And I was
That's good.
I was like, fuck yeah.
You hide everything with a coat.
Yeah, I was like,
It's easy.
I was like, I hope this works.
Yeah.
I put it on. Whoa.
All right. I
killed
just
our
moved my
sound.
mic.
Oh.
You're good.
So I fucking put this thing on, and I walk out, and I look in the mirror, and I was like, fuck yeah, Johnny Cash. Let's fucking go. Best part was, went to the funeral and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even have to dress like that.
Everybody was in jeans and
Yeah,
polo
because
shirts
I mean,
or
this
something.
isn't like
More like jeans and t-shirts.
jeans and
Oh,
t-shirts.
it was that dressed down?
Yeah, cargo shorts and polos. And I'm over here, but you know it's a problem when I'm one of the best dressed males there. That's a problem.
Well, I can tell you
Right
that
off the bat.
funeral I went to with my parents when I had to go back up right after Christmas. We were the only one in suits there. Now I know the thing that I always seem to run into, and I'm not taking a shot at people that don't have money, so I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. It always seems like the less the average group is, the less it's going to be dressed up.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it was the same way at my grandfather's funeral. No, not my grandfather's. My grandmother's funeral. Me and my dad were the only two people. Sorry, Brian came and one too, his brother. Me and my dad and my uncle were the only three in suits. Now, I have two full suits. One I can't fit in anymore. My mom bought for me when I was in high school. Can't wear it anymore. It's an XL. I don't wear an XL. I got one in college. I will tell you, for the wedding, you'll probably get away with a rental, but I'm buying my suit.
no, I won't do that again. So I was in a wedding,
Yeah.
and we rented the suits. And I, to this day, wish I would have bought that because
They're comfortable as hell.
it looked fucking fantastic, and I ended up having to rent it for like $250 fucking dollars.
Oh, you could have bought the suit.
And I was fucking pissed. Like after that,
Did
like
it come with
I wasn't.
Did it come with everything all the way down to shoes?
Yes, everything.
That's what mine did.
But, like,
I did a rental before.
Obviously, like I wasn't pissed at my buddy. Actually, it was Jeremy's wedding.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't pissed at him or nothing. I was pissed at myself. I was like, I should have just bought this motherfucker. It looks good on me. I just should have done it. Why somebody would put me in their wedding, I don't know.
Me and Han,
Alex.
Yeah, exactly. So me and Han talked about it because him and his Jordan are getting married as well. And I was talking to him because we were talking about who's going to be, because you got to go to Men's Warehouse. They'll put under.
That's what I did. Yeah.
They put under the groom's name. They can pull it that way. Men's Warehouse knows everything they need to know to get you looking right, and then you're just there for sizes.
Yeah.
So for mine, I'm gonna buy mine. I'm not sure yet.
I mean, I think I'm gonna buy mine too from yours. Do we know what color we're wearing? Why are we here? Why are we here?
Don't worry about it.
We sailed all the way here.
I got a story after this too.
But what I'm saying, let me just finish my bullshit real quick.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Yeah.
So literally it was like I watched Albany do her retail therapy, which I'm very glad she did because it did help her a lot.
Your credit card cried.
But my bank account, not my credit card, my bank account. But then I spent this whole day, even though I had the jacket and looked good, it's still like I felt, when you feel uncomfortable, like you just want to feel good when you're wearing stuff like that.
Yes.
So I felt uncomfortable.
That's because you don't ever wear it.
Well, no, it's because it was oversized. If it had been sized right, I'd have been fucking fine.
See, I always found that.
Oh, and Asen showed up, guys.
I've always said that just like beer is an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Wearing dress clothes on a regular basis, one of those acquired things, you have to get used to the fact that it's not a t-shirt and jeans.
Well, see, I don't mind it so much.
I don't either.
I really don't.
I have a couple great pair of dress pants that are like silk, not silk, but they're like that smooth on the inside. Motherfucker, if I didn't look like a jackass wearing them, I'd wear them all the goddamn time.
Also, for this is like a little like fuck yeah of the week. I went to my first barber to have my beard trimmed and stuff.
How was it?
Well, I walked in. Well, I made the appointment online the night
Okay.
before. And then I went in, walked up, and I was like, hey, I'm the 12:30 or whatever. And the guy was like, oh, okay, yeah, Billy Edwards. I was like, cool, man. He was like, sweet, what beer you want? And I was like, what? And handed me a fucking Pernicious Wicked Weed. First of all, you go buy that at a bar on draft, if you can find it on draft.
It's
That's
like $8, $9.
Yeah, that's $8-9 beer.
Yeah.
The fucking beard trim and stuff was $15. So I'm literally paying like $3.
So my barber, you've joked how much little hair I grow.
Yeah.
He won't even charge me for it. He charges me to cut my beard because my beard at times, like right now, my beard's gotten out of control.
Yeah.
I haven't cut it in months because we're still wearing masks at work, so there's no point in cutting it.
Gotcha.
But I'll text him because he's always been good to me. Knows I travel, knows all this, I'll text him, hey, I need something Tuesday night, Thursday morning. or Friday really early, and I'll get a text back, this, or this. Now, I do respect, because Jordan works in the hair industry, that he doesn't answer his phone on Mondays. So I know if I text him on Monday, I'm not going to hear anything back. That's
until
fine.
Tuesday. Yeah.
He's always been good to me. At this point, I literally will text him, what am I bringing you guys? Because there's 3 barber chairs there. They've got 4 guys that cut 3 barber chairs.
Yeah.
Dude, they put energy drinks away like no other.
Oh, I bet.
It is impressive.
Albany enlightened my eyes that a lot of the hair industry, apparently, the big drug for hair industry is like Coke. Because they never get breaks. Yeah.
You keep rolling. But, so I literally will text him and go, I'm 10 minutes away. I need an energy drink order now. Because he takes care of me. It's $15. Well, you can't tell me he's got 3 kids. You can't tell me $15 to get you far on my face.
I've never had this done, so
that's a whole different process.
So I walk up, and I'm not racist or anything, but the woman I walked up to, she was to do my beard. She was Asian, and she spoke about 7 words in English.
Yeah,
but this is a pretty pronounced place, so I was like, I'm sure.
Where'd you go? It was in Mooresville.
Yeah, Diesel. What's it called? Diesel Barbershop. It's right next to Lowe's Foods.
I still go to Merchant Barber Company. That was in Belmont. It was right next to my house.
So I went, and she's like, all right, Wake, what do you want? I was like, just trim, like shape it up. I've got a funeral to go to, blah, blah, blah. She's like, what about length? And I was like, well, I don't want to lose a lot of length. I know I'm going to, but I just I want it to grow, but I need to shape it up. She's like, no problem. She puts a towel over my eyes, towel like over my nose, starts doing her thing, goes all through it. And I was under the impression that I was going to get a straight blade, like to edge it, which, yes, fuck yeah, I do that. Well, after she does all that, she grabs a warm towel with tea tree on it, like wraps it around my face, and I was like, this is nice. Yeah. And then when she gets done, she finishes off with like a beard oil and a beard balm. And she's like, is it good? And I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. So I'd already planned on paying $15. Yeah. So I walk up, and the owner's standing there, and he had a conversation with her, like, in the midst of me walking up or whatever. Yeah. And he comes up, and he said, let me look at you. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. So I, like, move around. He's like, she didn't use a straight razor? And I was like, no, I thought she was supposed to. And she's like, she was. It's $5. And I was like, $5 fucking... So I was like, look, I already planned on paying $15, so here's a $20. Yeah. Just give her the $15. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. He goes, you come back anytime. I was like, I'm planning on it, but next time, no offense to her, but I like to talk. Obviously, we have a podcast. I like to talk. She did not want to talk at all. No. And so I was just like, apparently Albany said, though, that because she could see me. Yeah. Because her and the kids went with me because they have free arcade games, like old school Frogger and...
I've always wanted to have a game room that has all them old school arcade games.
So they're like, Albany said while she was doing the trim or whatever, what, really dogs? So while she was doing the trim or whatever, 1 second.
Murphy's here.
Beckett! So while she was doing the trim or whatever, she was leaned over, and when I Albany said that if that little blindfold basically had fallen off, she said her cojones were like right here next to my eyeball.
Yeah, she was trying to get close to see.
Yeah, so I was like, well, that's funny, but no, it was a cool experience.
So the guy that does mine, literally, when I first went, there was a haircut fee and a beard cut fee. After like the 3rd time I went, I noticed the price had gone down. Looked at the board one time, and he was only charging me for beard cut. Now I can tell you, no work. I probably could do it on my own.
He's pointing at his head, guys, if you're not watching on YouTube.
My beard, it's going to take a little bit of work. That's why I don't do it myself, because I'm scared to fuck it up.
Well, I mean, I'll do it myself still, like, but I'll trim, like, here, like, line it up, and then I'll do, like, my neck.
I'm scared to take any length out of it.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't do that.
So...
Because I started end up shaving that shit. Guys, you can see me shave my old beard on TikTok if you want to, by the way.
Jesus.
Yeah, Twodudesandabrewpodcast.
So
check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
So
check it out.
The first time he changed it, caught my eye, tipped him, whatever. Yeah. Every time now, I think he charged me like $12. Now I bring him Red Bull. I bring all 3 guys Red Bulls, whoever's there. I usually tip him whatever he charges me.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, because you go to a Sport Clips or something, They're charging you $30-$40. I'm saving myself money coming here either way.
Well, yeah,
it's gonna be
and
cool.
also, I'm too fucking scared to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
And also, if you
I don't want to fuck my face up.
and if you fuck it up, well, guess what? I would have fucked it up too.
Yeah.
That just means I'm not paying a dime, and you learn something.
And the fact that he can tell me, he won't see me for 3 months at a time, and he'll go, okay, 2 on the top, 3 on the sides. Are we taking length out of it today or no? Wow. I can't remember what I had for breakfast 4 hours ago.
No, they get like that.
How in the hell do you remember that?
They get good like that, man. Albany, she was like, when she was doing my hair for the military, like, I could never remember exactly what, but she literally, like, she'd slap that shit on the fucking table and go,
You guys in on a quick secret.
What's the secret?
You're writing their books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's smart, though.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
I forgot a little while ago. Jordan writes down. She'll go back and find the app, the Square app she uses.
Yeah.
Keeps track of what each customer name when they've been in. So she just puts a note in their file of what they had before.
Oh, okay.
But he does his by hand. So if he's put in his book, he's writing it down in his book, and he
well,
writes.
I think once
like
you've
chicken
done
scratch.
it.
We used to write cards in one of the salons I worked at. We would, after our clients would leave, we would have like a note card and like a box. We had a box of note cards that were like alphabetized or whatever, and like recipe cards or whatever.
Gotcha.
And
You just pull a name.
Specifically for like people who got color, and we could write down their formula and like know their formula so that we didn't have to like figure it out every time they came in.
I just like it because you go in there and they've got 3 TVs in there. It's always either like the Discovery Channel with the Alaskan Bush people, or they've got a Pandora station playing. And most of the time, it's like Led Zeppelin or Stone Temple Pilots. It's stuff, and I mean, they have 3 guitars on the wall, and for the longest time, I thought the guitars were just for show because I went there when they first opened.
Yeah.
I never knew because they have the hand mounts on the wall that look like they're holding the guitar. One guy goes up there one day, pulls the guitar out and starts playing it. I was like, are they supposed to do that? He goes, yeah, that's why we got 3 guitars in here. He goes, guys will come in here. Some of the guys that live in the area will come in and just hang out with them. Some of their friends.
That's like an old school thing.
And just play guitars. He's got football helmets on the wall. They've got an old Marlboro sign on the wall for Marlboro cigarettes.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff for Belmont. He's got pictures of because that used to be a barber shop.
Yeah.
So they've got pictures from like the 50s of when it was a barber shop. Small child in a chair, guy in a barber shirt, the whole deal, cutting hair. I hate to say I'm paying for the experience, but I'm paying for the experience. And he's a good guy. We bullshit. He asks about Jordan. He knows that I travel, and we bullshit and cut it up for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, this place was
a fun deal.
Yeah, this place was dope. I mean, they had like the graffiti on the wall, and of course, there was a bunch of like modern Maryland art pieces, and I'm a Marilyn Monroe diehard.
That's
so
diehard right there.
Anyway, that was my bullshit. Alex, throw me your bullshit. I know we rolled long on that one.
We did.
So
I can tell you one quick thing to finish out your bullshit. Han did the same thing in college. They used to make him dress up for the fraternities when they were pledging. We had a place around the corner from the college called College Closet. Literally, you could buy a dress shirt for $3.
Yeah,
it was like an overstock place. They bought it for pennies on the dollar.
Oh yeah,
and they're just
it's
reselling
like
it for nothing.
Yeah,
you're not going to get the size. You're not going to have the same color or the same shirt in 9 different sizes. So much
but if
shit
you get
that
lucky,
he bought there because they're going to go to these parties and get stupid drunk.
Yeah, you're going to ruin it anyway.
Don't ruin your good dress clothes.
No, fuck no.
Because trust me, I got a couple pairs of good dress clothes, and I plan on buying my suit for the wedding. They're expensive, but if you can find these, if you're going somewhere you're going to be hammered and make an ass of yourself, find a consignment shop. You can find cheap dress wear anytime.
Agreed.
My bullshit of the week. I know we're rolling this one. It's just been a long week. I mean, and
yes, it has.
I like what I do. Last week wasn't bad. I'm thrown off. I can't keep my schedule straight. I'm back in the gym full time now. I went through a period where I was kind of 50-50 balling it. I might get in there 3-4 days a week. I do better. I do 5 days a week. It keeps me keeping myself honest.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow I tee off at 1:30. Well, I need to go to the shop first to get product to take to the racetrack on Friday when I leave. So that means I got to get up early and go. I've been kind of a lazy. for a while was hard nuts on getting up at 6, 7 o'clock, go to the gym, get it done.
Yeah.
I think I rode in the gym at like 11:30 today.
Well, there's probably wasn't a lot of people
might have
there.
gotten up at 9:30.
Yeah, there probably wasn't a lot of people there though. Which
So,
is good.
It's just my schedule lately. I just can't. I don't have any consistency to it. And really, the gym schedules, the 5 days a week in the gym is the only thing consistent. I feel better. Trust me, I'm sure there's people that work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, that say that consistent schedule drives them insane because there's never a change. I can't. That's why I didn't take a 9 to 5. I cannot do a consistent schedule. But it's some weeks where, I travel Thursday, work Friday, come back Saturday or Sunday. Other weeks I didn't travel last week until Saturday and came back on Monday. This week I travel Friday, come back Monday. Next 2 weekends I'm off. So it's so topsy-turvy. It's just trying to keep my schedule straight in my head. And again, I enjoy it. I enjoy the change in pace. And I enjoy the long days of the racetrack because that's what I'm good at. It's just I can feel it sometimes with me that I'm out of my rhythm. The weird thing is I'm a rhythm person. I do really good when I'm in a rhythm, but then I'm in a job that you can have no rhythm to it at all.
Yeah.
I'm kind of winging it. It'll be cool. It'll be all right.
I hear you.
But that wraps up my bullshit of the week. Mine's shorter than Billy's. We really had some fun with yours.
Yes, we did.
But as producer Albany is moving, I think we know what's next.
Yes, it is the...
No, it's not. Beer.
Fine.
Next beer.
I was so excited. So this next segment obviously is the Would You Rather?
Yes.
We'll explain that in a minute, but I will say that this one was it picked out or written? By...
Oh, this one... Do you want the one that's written?
What?
No, is this the one that...
This one's just random.
Oh, random? Okay, never mind.
I don't care which one we have.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is going on?
Well,
We had a guest,
Dylan wrote
or
us
a
one.
fan.
Okay.
Yeah, Dylan wanted us to read one of his, but we'll do it on the next episode.
Do you promise?
Forever.
Do you swamus?
Swamp ass?
Swamp
ass.
It's a promise and a swear put together.
Dirty butt swamp ass.
Moving on. Producer Albany, come join us at the table.
She's already here.
Why? You won't let me yell.
No yelling. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
All right, you pour first, fuckface.
Okay.
Okay. Making the pour. You gotta do the quick turn. That's like the thing you're famous for right now. That wasn't quick enough. That is not an Alex
They're
turn.
having a hard time getting.
Yeah, these beers aren't pouring well at all.
Well, that was better.
I'm gonna say that was way better than my last one.
Yeah.
I should have done the thing. What is that?
I should have done.
The trick.
Do it on the third one.
Yeah, I'll do
You ain't
it.
done that in a while.
Oh, much better.
Look at that.
Much better.
With
Go
the
over. Go over.
with the
I'll
bevel.
give that one a 5, bud.
Whoa!
Good job.
I got a freaking 5.
Alex,
Let's
I'll
go.
give you a 4.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Alex, tell these guys the rules for our Would You Rather segment.
Or would you rather? Billy's going to grab a card that's stuck to the table. Billy's going to read the card. Neither one of us has seen the card, know the card. That's why we're completely confused. Producer Albany writes these in her time. She tries to stump us. It's going to be a would you rather do A or B. Billy, what is the one main rule of would you rather?
Show your work.
What does that mean to show your work?
That mean that you explain it. You gotta explain what you're doing.
So if you're picking option A, back up why you're picking option A.
Yeah, apples or oranges. You choose apples. Tell me why.
Don't tell me why I like apples. This is a podcast.
We
talk.
We need the information.
We're going to need information because it makes it more fun. If you've heard any of the last episodes, I believe the last one was interesting to say the least.
Which one was that?
That was the sleep with or your ex, say your ex's name during sex, or say your best friend's, I don't know.
Best friend's lady's name during sex.
It was something bad.
Yeah, that was a bad one. That was fun though.
It made for interesting content, that's for
sure.
sure.
It did. So,
Billy, if they want to send their would you rathers, where do you send it to?
Twodudesandabrewpodcast@gmail.com.
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wherever the fuck we are.
We're all over the place.
Find us, text us, let us know. Billy, please read us this week's Would You Rather. I like this beer, by the way.
Would you rather be naked at work for an hour or be dropped off 2 miles from your house naked and have to walk home? This is a one-time deal, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's a one-time deal. So would you rather have to be at work naked for an hour
Can I
or
sit down?
be dropped off 2 miles from your house naked and have to walk home? No. You have to do your fucking job.
Does
Which,
it work like at the racetrack?
yes, at the racetrack, butt-ass naked.
No, wait, you said work. I'm in the office one day a week. Come on now. I'm gonna be in the
We're saying
office.
racetrack because I'm going to be in the shop.
Okay.
So, racetrack, shop. Would you rather be naked for an hour on the track, or would you rather be dropped off 2 miles from the house naked?
I don't go on the track ever.
Oh, you know what I fucking
Okay, that's a
mean.
lie. I did repeater tests a couple different places.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But where people are literally around you, all like you're working in the trailer.
Yeah, that's the best part.
and
You just made my point.
But hold on.
I'll take the racetrack. I'll
oh,
take work because I can shut my door and shut the trailer for an hour.
No, you're gonna have to communicate with people. So basically,
Can I be still
you're
sitting
working.
at my desk still?
No, not if you have to get up and do something.
I don't get up and do shit now. That's not true. I test cars every once in a while.
I think we should change it to like not necessarily his be naked at work for an hour, but be naked at work when they go to dinner afterwards because they always go to dinner afterwards. So he would have to be naked at dinner.
He still gets to sit down.
Yeah, I can sit down.
I mean, like up being active at work.
Okay, so you're walking around, you're talking to people, selling shit.
I'm walking home 2 miles.
Yeah,
That's easy. Because you know why?
You live.
I live in bumfuck Egypt. I don't care. I don't know the motherfuckers. No. Especially depending on what mile and 2 mile. I gotta walk by a church.
but here's a question too. What if it's like fucking February, January when it's fucking cold?
It's gone.
Huh?
Can I have shoes on?
No, you're naked. You got nothing. No, you were cavemaning to the.
If you're dropping me off 2 miles from my house naked, it better be July at least. Or at least April.
You don't get the choice.
Well, you're making the stipulations up as we go.
No, because you're trying to work around it. You need to answer
I do
this
that?
truthfully and honestly.
Oh, I'm walking. There's no way around it.
You're walking 2 miles.
Yeah.
Naked.
I have to deal with the same group of a
Dick in
couple
the wind.
hundred people.
School in the 2 mile radius there,
Huh?
bud?
Oh, there is a school in the 2 mile.
No. Not if you go.
You know it'd be
towards
funny.
150.
You know what happened to him?
If you go the other way towards Mooresville, yeah.
You know what happened to him?
What?
He would be walking home, and that fucking dog, when y'all moved in the first day, Buster or whatever from the bar, would end up finding him.
The bar dog.
And you would be walking naked with this fucking bar dog down the side of the road. First of all, that's not an easy road to walk.
No.
Because I'm pretty sure it's like a mile and a half, maybe even 2 miles from the beginning of your road to
way
your
are we-
house.
You don't get to pick where the 2 miles is.
Like I say, what side of my house are you on? Are you on?
Get to pick.
Is it on the side coming from my house?
The
to
most
here?
populated.
Well, that would be the other side. That'd
The
be
most
old
populated.
16.
No, I'm saying you don't get to pick. Like a 2 mile radius from your house, you got to think.
Oh,
about
shit.
what's in a 2 mile, like you like poof. You're
Oh,
2
so you're
miles
not
away
just
from your house.
walking 2 miles. You get dropped off within a 2 mile radius. So you could get dropped off
Still walking.
at the fucking camper
Still
park.
walking.
You could get dropped off at the fucking you could get dropped
In the
off near
lake.
fucking Perth, dude.
Okay. Perth is more than 2 miles from my house.
It's a radius.
The road you're on from my house to 150, where you pick 150 up, is
Whatever.
over 2 miles.
You're fucking walking, right?
I'm walking.
Cool.
No question, walking.
I'm working
Bill.
for an hour. 100%, because I would probably do that now.
All the customers can see you.
I don't give a fuck.
gonna
I'm
say, you think he
helicoptering the
cares?
fuck out of every customer I see.
Wow.
I swear to you, I will jump in front of the camera and straight helicopter, and I can guarantee you too,
There's also a school right beside our house, so like.
walking home's not an option for me. So what I'm
It's
saying,
not.
When
There's
I-
a school in the next turn.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, I bet you Jeremy would jump in there with me and just be like a helicopter. Fuck yeah, I
Why
would.
do I feel like you would enjoy that? To a
I would
certain
have a fucking
degree?
blast because I think clothes are overrated, and I think everyone should be allowed to be well, not everyone, but most
everyone.
people should be allowed to walk around fucking naked. I need
Not
to,
I.
What's that shit? What do they call that?
Nudism.
Nudist colony.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I want to be in a nudist colony so bad.
Isn't there a special on Netflix right now about a nudist colony?
I don't know. We're watching The Good Place, so I have no idea.
The Good Place?
Oh, so good. It's got Kristen Bell in it.
I like her.
Oh, dude, super.
Is that
good.
the one that played in Twilight?
No, that's Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
Who the hell's Kristen Bell?
She's the blonde. She's married to Dax Shepard.
All right, that's not telling me shit.
It's a good show. You should check it out. No, what I'm saying is,
She's in, what is that movie called when they're on the island and
Lost.
Meeting Sarah or some.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yeah.
The little blonde girl?
Yeah.
Oh, she was cute as shit.
yeah, she's really good in this too. But they can't cuss up like in The Good Place.
Why?
So because it's the good place, like heaven. So she has to say like she'll be like, what the fork?
Oh,
Why the
Holy
fork?
shirt.
Yeah, holy shirt. Sons of benches.
that's
But
just
no,
rude.
I would 100% back mine and say I would definitely do the work thing just because I think it would be funny and I would make a lot of people laugh. But at the same time, walking home would get me arrested and make me a pedophile. So I wouldn't do that.
That's true. I'm looking up the Nudist Colony movie on.
That's going to go well.
Hold on. How do you spell colony?
COLONY. It's like colon with a Y.
Yeah, it's Netflix shows. Jesus. Cypress Cove Nudist Colony. It's on Netflix.
Oh, dude, I would definitely watch that.
I feel
Would
like
you join a
should.
nudist colony?
No.
Why? I
I'm ugly naked.
I feel like the issue with nudist colonies is like, first of all, everyone's got, from what I've researched, I haven't researched a lot, but the
Googled
documentary,
that a lot?
the documentaries I've seen, they like everyone has a bush. Like, I'm not,
damn it.
not down with that, dude. Like,
Come on, I got it on my computer too.
Down with that?
no, like cut your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you just opened this door. Yep. Here we go.
Huh? Well,
What do you have going on?
I don't have a bush. I have like a fade. I've got like a nice fade going on. It makes the shrimpy look more like large shrimpy. Okay. Do you shave? You cut it all down? There's nothing there.
I haven't bought the special Manscaped.
You know what freaked
thing.
me out?
What?
Is that like when I would cut mine?
Yeah.
I would like look at it and be like, "This was me at like 10 years old."
No, I've always cut.
Like
mine.
I don't want to feel like a little boy.
You don't have enough hair on your head.
I mean, I do. I have a beard, but it's just like, dude, like no.
Okay.
I'm just saying, trim your shit up. Like most nudist
Producer
colonies.
Albany.
What?
Yeah.
Producer Albany.
Yeah.
On a man, aka at this point Billy. Bald as a baby's ass, or 80s bush.
Okay.
She wants
Oh,
to.
we're gonna come join.
No, she
Man,
has a big opinion on this.
You started this conversation.
Okay, so if like maintenance is key because I hate stubble, like a stubbly face. Do not kiss me if you've shaved your face and let it grow out
Do
a
not
day.
hump me if you have a
Like,
stubbly pee area.
I didn't say that. I hate stubble. Like I
Basically
hate
what she
people who
said.
shave their bodies, like you know, men who shave their arms or their chest or whatever. Like I hate stubble.
That explains a lot, actually.
So, I mean,
So you're gonna say like not overgrown, but not cleaned off.
I don't really care as long as it's not stubbly ever.
So what you're saying is you want the mid ground.
Yeah, mid ground.
You either want it waxed or mid ground. You don't want the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, no.
No
All
5
right.
o'clock shadows.
I have an idea.
What?
It's a stupid idea. I'm gonna do it anyway.
What?
We're gonna call Jordan.
Oh, she's gonna yell at you.
I don't care.
Oh,
Jordan. We're recording the podcast right now. We need your opinion on something.
What?
When it comes to the bush, waxed off, little bit of hair or bush.
Wax off?
Why?
I don't know, because I don't know. You're putting me on the spot.
because your dick looks bigger when the grass is cut.
Are you talking about for boys or girls?
For your significant other.
Oh, for the guy, I don't care.
What about the girl?
For me, I'd like to be waxed off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took that in a whole different way. I was like, you sleeping with girls on the side or something I didn't know about, or
Yes.
Oh shit! Breaking news.
all right. So you're clean as a baby's butt, and you don't care about what the guy has.
No.
All right. We appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jordan. She is.
I'm gonna say I woke her up.
I think you woke her up.
I don't care.
But I'm just saying, have you watched any of the fucking documentaries on fucking nudists?
No, because so the trailer they had for it were two old people in a golf cart.
That's what I'm saying.
These are not young people.
Why don't young people join nudist colonies? We could just fall fucking hang. I'm not asking for an orgy. I'm just saying. We could all just hang the fuck out, like no clothes, no work. Oh, actually,
I like my jeans.
Actually, wait, that does bother me a little bit, like, because I don't know if I'd want Albany doing that, because I don't want everybody looking at her stuff, because that's my stuff.
Albany, do you agree that Billy says your stuff is his stuff?
That's what makes him happy. We all know who is in charge here.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. She definitely is in charge. So anyway, I'm sorry. That was our Would You Rather.
That one was interesting.
That one got gone. Yeet! Gone.
You could have knocked a bird out of flight.
So guys, that's going to pull us directly into our topic for today or tonight, which how far are we into this? Because we haven't even told them what the topic is, but I think Nudist Colony really rolls into this one well.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
It is a colony, though.
Not a cultist colony.
It is. It's a different kind of cult, though.
Okay.
So we're doing the...
Because that's all you told me at the beginning was cult. I'm just doing a cult. And I was like, I
Correct.
started asking you all the cults, like, is it this cult or that cult or this cult?
So we're doing, tonight, the NXIVM cult. Now, it's not spelled like the drug or anything like that. It's spelled NXIVM, and it's pronounced NXIVM.
Why? That's not
I didn't make the name up.
phonetically correct at all.
Phonetically? Mm-hmm. I don't think phonetic is a word, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Are you really going to fuck with me on what words are? I may look stupid, but I'm really good at words. I do words.
I'm really good at words.
So funny.
I do words good.
From this angle, it looks like you guys are holding hands. Like when I glanced up.
hell?
You guys are just like holding
We are
hands.
holding hands. Everybody on YouTube can see it.
We're
like,
touching dicks
definitely
underneath the
holding
table, too, but you can't see that.
hands. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh, awkward.
We're like 2 miles away from each other,
Are you
dick-wise.
sure? Are you sure?
I said dick-wise. On a
That's
scale...
a lot of miles.
well, I'm putting it on dick scale.
Is that like dog years compared to human years?
Yeah.
Dick scale versus foot. We need to move on.
Okay.
All right. NXIVM. NXIVM was an American cult that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, and racketeering while claiming to be a multi-level marketing company. This is why I'm doing this topic.
Fucking bummer. What the fuck?
So the reason this was pulled was because you'd hear about cults like the Branch Davidians out of Waco, Texas. You know, all these wild cults you hear about are people that, you know, low-end money, live in the woods or live in this property way away
And
from...
then they like bring all these people in and take all their money and then
Yes.
like build up their cultishness.
Correct.
That's not a word, I'm pretty sure.
These people lived in Clifton Park, New York. It's a
That's a
suburb
nice area.
of Albany, New York. They lived in New York State and hid behind money. People are like, oh, well, if they're doing this much a year in business, this must actually be real.
Oh, shit.
Nobody saw this as a cult until all the shit hit the fan.
Then tell me the goods.
The group claimed to offer personal and professional development seminars through its executive success programs. Large group awareness training is basically what it's called.
Yeah.
You know, working with people. The company has been widely described as a cult and was shown in court to have been recruiting platform for a secret society called DOS, which women were branded and forced into sexual slavery.
What the fuck?
We went from personal and professional development to branding and sexual slavery.
Wait, what was the brand of?
We'll get there.
Okay.
It's going to get a little weird before we're done.
Okay.
In September 2020,
Wait,
it
that's
was
like...
estimated to have about 50 to 60 people remain very loyal to the cult. This didn't just end yesterday. It started in 1998.
This is a fucking 20-year cult.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that's the thing that blew my mind was the fact that you hear about these cults, it was before the internet got big, and we talk about it because our generation comes from, we've had the internet for the majority of our lives. This came from a new era cult. This was not something that was from the 60s, the 70s, when people could seclude themselves pretty easy. It's kind of hard to nowadays seclude yourself if you're not, if you're not on social media or anything, you're an outsider.
Yeah.
2020, they still had 50 to 60 people buying into this shit. Hell yeah.
Well, you do hear a lot about leftovers. I think it's what they call them. They're like leftover people from cults. But the most I've ever heard of is like a group of like 10 people or 12 people or even like tops 15 people. But like 60 fucking people. If we put 60 people in this room, it wouldn't fit.
It's a pretty good sales tactic. So, let's talk about founding. In 1998, Keith Raniere and Nancy Salzman founded.
I think it's
Raniere. There is an E on the end. I don't know. I don't do well. Raniere.
Do your best, bud.
Nancy.
Nancy.
I was looking at a TH trying to look at something else.
Hey, Nancy.
Nancy Salzman founded NXIVM or NXIVM. I don't know how they got to NXIVM. A personal development company offering executive success programs at a range of techniques for self-improvement. Raniere?
I believe, yeah.
Raniere claimed that the program's main emphasis is to have people experience more joy in their lives. So it's all about taking people that are down personally and professionally and having them themselves, not rely on anything to make themselves happy. Good sales pitch. I can't speak tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Nancy.
Think
that.
During seminars, students were expected to call Raniere and Salzman Vanguard and Prefect, respectfully. The Hollywood Reporter wrote that Raniere adopted the title Vanguard from his favorite arcade game, in which the destruction of one's enemies increased one's own power. Within the organization, the reasoning for the titles that Raniere was a leader of the philosophical movement and Salzman was his first student. So basically, she bought into it first, your first mate.
Yep. And now we're going to sell it to the world.
Correct. By 2003, 3,700 people had taken part in the ESP classes reporting, including businesswoman Sheila Johnson, former Surgeon General Antonia Novell, executive Stephen Cooper, Anna Chris Fox, daughter of former Mexican President Vincent Fox. Other participants were reported to include entrepreneur Richard Branson,
who owns
Virgin Mobile.
Yeah.
Who denies ever taking the classes. But his name came up on something. Edgar Bronfman Sr., I don't know him. Let me see if I go down here.
So,
he worked film, beverage firm, the head man of Seagram's. I remember seeing his name now. That's why it kept coming up.
Okay.
The guy that owns, the CEO is Seagram's wine coolers. They do anything else? They do vodka. I feel like they do vodka.
Yeah.
Actress Linda Evans, Grace Park, Nikki Klein. In early 2000s,
Sheesh.
Claire and Sarah Bronfman, which were the daughters of Seagram.
Seagram's. Yeah, gotcha.
Became attached to the organization officially. Huh.
So he's getting high-end clients, which is what you want to do.
This is why I pulled this in, because this was a cult that sold high-end clients through high-end clientele.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a fucking ghetto version of Illuminati.
I could see the connection.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, because like what I've researched, because like guys, I don't know if you know this. I say like too much. I need to stop.
You do well. Like is one of them terms where your brain is lost.
You're trying to like pick it up.
Yep.
Well, it's like you're thinking, but buffering. Yeah, you're fucking buffering. What I was saying is we are planning on doing an Illuminati episode, but it's going to be more like an Illuminati series. So because you can't hit them all, you can't knock out. It would take us,
if we did one episode, it would be 6-7 hours,
and we would be exhausted.
Yeah,
and we both don't have the time for that.
It's one of those things we're trying to find the way to do the Illuminati right, where we feel like we give you guys all the information that we want to give and do the episode right, but also not have you guys going, holy shit, did you guys do a long enough episode that week? I mean, the one we almost touched 3 hours. I got a couple texts going, you guys a little drunk? 3 hours?
Yeah, we got a little drunk on that one.
A little too much.
But no, so the reason I said it sounds like a ghetto Illuminati is just because, the whole Illuminati build when it comes to celebrities and stuff is sell yourself to this and you'll have the world, basically. Yeah. Like Beyonce and Jay-Z and Taylor Swift and whoever else. So this just sounds like a minor category of that. Almost like a build-up group to joining the Illuminati.
Correct.
Obviously, it's not. But that's what it comes off as.
So I think the main thing that stuck out to me is they're using that high-end living of life. You get one or two, mid-level names in to pull in maybe another mid-level. Once the higher levels see these mid-levels all coming in and they're doing well, then it's, should I get involved in that? And you sell it on one high level.
Well, then that's what they did.
Because he did it, I need to do it.
And we're definitely going to do a Scientology episode, but that's like Scientology, dude.
It is.
It started small.
And it built.
I've actually done a lot of research on Scientology, so I definitely will be the one that takes the reins on that episode. But, it started kind of small, and then next thing you know, now we have fucking Tom Cruise in it, and he's at the top level, but the only way to get the levels is to pay so much fucking money that they give it to you, and then you get to take the class.
Well, that's the main thing. It was people get enticed by the fact of if it costs this much, it's got to be worth it. People are buying into it. So maybe I need, that money's not that much money to me. Maybe I should buy into it. Well, then they go back and go, hey, so-and-so paid that much, and he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And it snowballs from there. You start having names calling you wanting into it.
How do I join?
Exactly.
How do I join?
You can't stop it. So let's do some beliefs and practices. Okay. In NXIVM classes, rank was displayed through colored sashes, similar to colored belts in martial arts.
Okay.
NXIVM drew up a 12-point mission statement, which participants recited during class, pledged to purge themselves of all parasite and envy-based habits, to enroll others, and ethically control as much of the money and wealth and resources of the world as possible to success plan. Within my success plan, sorry. So, we're trying to get rid of all the issues, the envious, the bad habits, envy of anybody else. Well, their mission statement was to bring others in. So it's gone from, you got your higher ups are trying to sell this to your followers. Part of their job to be in this is to sell it.
Well, the only way you keep a group like that going is by expanding it.
And then ethically control as much money, wealth, and resources of the world as possible within success plan. They want money to come in because, again, like we just talked about, the more money you bring in, you start attracting other ears to come in.
Yeah.
Photographs of Rainier and Salzman were displayed during class, which will conclude with participants showing gratitude to the two leaders. The creepy thing is, there's actually, I think I told you this earlier, there's actually, when you go into work and you see every once in a while somebody gets promotion.
Yeah.
You'll see the organizational chart change. You got your one boss at the top. You got your three regional
CEO,
managers. Then you've got your managers of all departments at your actual plant or your actual company. Then where everybody falls in line.
Your supervisors.
They had an organizational chart of how this shit works. It's a cult. They have a chart.
Well, that's genius.
Go to the chart.
That's genius because you keep it looking like a business rather than...
It looks like it. NXIVM concluded intensive classes for 12 hours a day.
Jeez.
For 16 days. One cited price was $7,500.
To do the 16 days?
To do 16 days.
12 hours a day.
12 hours a day.
Holy
for 16 days. Classes
people
were divided.
People paid $8,000 to sit in a
to
room
buy into this. Now this
for
was
12 hours.
This was sold as a personal and professional development, which at times for a lot of people can be big. Classes were divided into modules. In one module, relationship sourcing, students were instructed to explore the benefits they would receive in the event of a partner's sudden death.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
That's what happens when, was it Anna Nicole Smith married the guy that was in the wheelchair?
Oh, the old dude, yeah.
The old dude that was like a Texas oil billionaire. She married him. He died like 6 months later. He was in a wheelchair, and they all went after her and said, "Hey, what the fuck?" And she's like, "What did I do illegal? Tell me what I did illegal." And everybody's like, oh, shit.
Nothing.
She did nothing illegal. Just because she inherits some of his money when he dies, he was in for it. You don't have to get married for love. The money don't pay out based on love. It pays out based on who's married to.
Yep.
The pictures from their wedding in the 90s was comical.
I remember.
He's in a wheelchair, and she's in this
big fucking
just falling out of this dress, barely has clothes on, and he has this shit-eating grin on his face.
Because he knows he's about to give all this money to this chick.
He don't care. He's dead. He's going to be dead in 6 months.
Exactly.
He's cool with it. At least he gets to walk around with her for a little while.
That's true.
Let's see. Partner sudden death. Another module. Dracula and his ghouls reportedly discuss psychopaths and their followers. Other modules titles included Best People, Perfect World, and Heroic Struggle. During the Exploitation of Meaning session, senior members questioning participants as they... I don't understand. DELVED. Delved?
Yeah.
That's weird. Delved in their childhood memories. During Exploitation of Meaning, EM session, senior members question participants as they delved in their childhood memories. So they're gonna try to connect with you and bring things in so they can
Manipulate you.
Yeah, it's a manipulation tactic.
So, hold right there. Let's take a ad break so I can take a piss.
Okay, got an ad for me?
Yeah, sure do.
I appreciate it. All right, guys. We've started doing this because Billy has the child's bladder. Oh, you got 5G. You fancy. I'm working on it. All right, guys. I want to thank Ultimate Plumbing out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Get all your plumbing needs from this 5-star company, servicing the Charlotte, North Carolina to Hickory, North Carolina area. Just call 704-892-5843. Again, 704-892-5843. Just one small business supporting another. Guys, Ultimate Plumbing is a friend of the podcast. We know him personally. They do an outstanding job. It's a straight shooter. If you need plumbing, if you have plumbing needs, let them know. He's the guy I call when I first bought my house. I've told this story before. Had an issue the first night it was there. Came to find out my power was off for 5 hours while we were moving. He could have sold me X, Y, and Z, all this random stuff because it was brand new. I had to do it. Come to find out, it was just he explained to me what to do, got me by. Again, 704-892-5843. Ultimate Plumbing out of Mooresville, North Carolina.
Before you go on, just want to also put a story in there. Great guy at Ultimate Plumbing. Make sure if you guys do call, 704-892-5843. If you do get a service from them, make sure you tell them that Two Dudes and a Brew sent you. You're probably not going to get a discount, but it'll help us out, so fucking do it. But also, he did help us out a lot, too.
He has?
We had an issue with our hot water, and he actually happens to be my next-door neighbor.
It helps.
But I called him. I was like, hot water's not working. Like, I can work on cars. I don't know shit about water.
Confused.
He came over. He goes, did some shit on the fucking water heater, and he's like, all right, I'm going to grab a part real quick. Grabbed it, threw it in for me, and he was like, you're good to go. I was like, what do I owe you? He's like, I'm going to give you the family discount. I was like, thank you. I was like, what do you want in return? He said, promote me. 10-4 on that. So, guys, does great work. Answers a call anytime. I think they're almost 24/7. Like, they have a 24-hour call deal.
Call number.
So they can assist you Monday through Sunday. Just make the call.
There you go. Guys, another partner of the podcast, Zach Fowler Racing. Zach Fowler Racing is a race team out of Concord, North Carolina. Zach's 16 years old. Been running race cars since he was 5. The kid has a love for racing. Going to school right now, early college to also work in racing later on. Looking to put together some money for a super truck deal at Hickory Motor Speedway this year. Zach's a hell of a driver. Came from go-karts in Maryland, moved south to continue to follow the dream. Ran the Bandolero cars with the U.S. Legend Car Series for the last few years. Finished second at Summer Shootout last year. Was a pretty prestigious... I lost my train of thought. Pretty prestigious series to run with. Series schedules 10 weeks in the summertime. Zach moved up to a little bigger vehicle. We're looking to put a deal together. Zach also runs an iRacing series. He
murdered it.
Yeah, last year he ran ESRA Thursday Night Thunder Series. Youngest participant there. It was about 10 to 12 race series.
And he was just wiping it clean.
I talked to him before it started. It was, run laps, finish all the races, try to run smooth, run high in points. Won the second race out. A 15-year-old running against all these guys. I mean, these are full adult age males and females. Went out and ended up winning 3 races in the championship. I mean, he just swept them up.
With a fancy-looking Two-Dudes Brew slapped on the back of that fucking truck.
We appreciate it. Hopefully, the super truck at Hickory will have the Two Dudes and a Brew on it. I'm working on it. I got it. We'll be all right.
That'll be great.
If you want to check out Zach Fowler Racing, go to Facebook. It's Zach Fowler Racing on Facebook. If you have a company we'd looking to sponsor, feel free to email us at
Twodudesandabrewpodcast@gmail.com.
I will get you in contact with them.
Or reach out to us on Facebook.
Or on Facebook. Other than that, Billy, we dive back into NXIVM.
Let's go.
So we talked about diving into childhood memories. NXIVM taught that some people were called suppressives, trying to impede progress within NXIVM. So they're trying to stop people with their own movable minds from moving up in the company. People who turned against Rainier were said to be undergone the fall they were labeled. The words of 4 members, Luciferians, lost people whom bad feels good and good feels bad. They got a whole little system here.
Well, you got to have a system for the people who figure you out.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have
a way to kick them back down.
Exactly. To make your other followers be like, you don't want to be like these people. Their life will go into ruin. Their life will go into ruin. And then a lot of times you see in cults is the cult will actually like accentuate
the shun,
the hurt. Like they'll do shit. Mm-hmm. Like I have to get it cleared with a friend of mine, but he had some friends that were involved with Scientology and some shit went down. Dude, they will put a hurting on you to make you look bad. That way they can go back to their followers and say, look, this is why. Look what happens to you when you leave us. Look what happens when you jump ship. Which is a lot of times that's what happens in big corporations.
Mm-hmm. They blackball you.
Kind of like dealerships. Mm-hmm. I mean, not my dealership specifically, but a lot of dealerships, they want to scare you into staying to keep the productivity. And they'll scare you with like, well, you got the benefits here. You get the money here. You got this. You got the insurance here. You got all this shit. When in actuality, if you did jump ship and take a risk on yourself, it wouldn't be even close to what you think, but they're still going to sell it to you that way. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they sell by a version of fear.
Whoever they can, yeah, exactly. Fear sells. So whoever you can sell that fear to is going to end up becoming basically like a disciple to you. Mm-hmm. Continue.
Sorry, I was moving around a little bit.
No worries.
NXIVM members organized Vanguard Week, an annual celebration of Rainier's birthday. So at that point, you figured out
you're a cult leader, dude.
Well, what's the word for everything's wrapped around you? It slipped my mind.
Selfishness?
No, there's a big.
You know what that word is?
It's not psychopath. It's
sociopath.
Yes, Rainier was obviously a serious sociopath because everything wrapped around him. He was playing God at one point in a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
NXIVM has been associated with several different related organizations. Janus was a society aimed at women, while Society of Protectors was aimed primarily at men. A third group, known by the acronym DOS, short for Dominus Aquarius Sorium, if I butchered that, sorry, which according to one member means master over slave women.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. In 2006, Rainier founded Rainbow Culture Garden, international chain of childcare organizations in which children were exposed to 7 different languages.
No, thank you. I mean, wait, that's actually kind of cool, though.
Well, he built companies to hide what he was doing, where the money was coming from.
Well, he would have to.
Got to remember, the money's constantly coming in.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is going to want to know where this money's coming from.
True.
And why you're getting paid wads of it.
True. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Sorry, I had to take my headphones off because my ears were getting hot.
No, you're good.
I have too much fucking hair and shit, so everything gets hot.
Some members of NXIVM's inner circle reportedly taught that in past lives they were high-ranking Nazis. Oh, yeah.
So now we have folded back to fucking Adolf, fucking Hitler.
Yeah. According to a complaint...
No. My question would be...
Yep.
So you're making your followers believe they were high-ranking Nazi members.
Yes.
Like Joseph Stalin.
In a past life. So you would still be part of this high-ranking group.
Okay, so he's not selling it as this is your chance to be better than your past life. No. He's selling it as you need to hold the hierarchy you had then.
Correct.
Now, and I'm the only outlet. I'm your Hitler.
Correct.
To get you there.
We're your Nazis under a different name.
Wow. Isn't that, I mean, I bet I bet the Aryan Brotherhood was fucking pissed.
They're probably angry. So you look at it as, in his train of thought, it comes off like,
excuse me,
you're born, I'm born. You're born in this life and every life, a low-end, we're the people in like medieval times, peasant. I was born a king, so every life I live, I'm a king of a different culture.
Yeah.
When I die, I'm born again. I'm born into rich, king, royal. You're always going to be a peasant. You're going to be whatever that society's peasant version is.
Okay,
that's the line he's playing here.
Like you need to stay on your hierarchy.
Correct.
You need to stay exactly where you're at
in each life.
And I'm the one who knows that you were this in a past life. Even though you're probably a fucking grubworm.
He's the know-all.
Gotcha, okay.
According to a complaint filed by former NXIVM member, a medical doctor performed an experiment on her that involved recording EEG responses while viewing footage of people being murdered.
What the fuck? So we just went from like, well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, he's referencing fucking Hitler, dude. Like, you can look up any if you look up, thank you, producer Albany, you're amazing. You can look up literally any Holocaust picture, like look up picture of Holocaust, and most likely you're going to find a gruesome picture of murder or starvation or something along those lines. So,
Albany, do you have something?
Beer.
Oh, she doesn't want to sit down because I can go back up.
Fun.
Come join us.
1, 2, 3. Nice. Am I first? You're first. I'm first. Oh, shit. I got to do the trick. All right. So you're watching on YouTube. You can see the trick. Hopefully I can do it right and not fuck it up.
Screw it up.
All right. Here goes the trick. We're going to see if it works. I'm spilling a little bit.
Nope. That's a 0. That's a 0. It's come out the side.
You never get a 0, and you fucking don't use the whole beer.
No way. There's beer on the side.
Still a pretty good pour.
Oh.
I call bias.
You're up, fucker.
Last week, when you spilled your beer, I still gave you a decent score. Jordan's the one that gave you a 0.
That's actually true. That's very valid. Jordan did score you terribly. Alex is making his pour now. Quick turn. Let's see what he get. That one actually looks good, dude. That one's going to build. Don't go over.
Nah, it ain't it's going to stop.
Nice.
Hey, babe.
Yes, good job.
All right, I'll give Alex a 4.9. It could have gone a smidge higher.
It could have.
I give Billy, I don't remember what it looked like. I'll say like a 4.3.
I was holding her butt the whole time.
Really? You were being talked into it?
No, because I didn't do the squeeze. If I'd have done the squeeze, I was a definite 5.
That's not true.
It's totally true.
Jesus.
You got to work your way in.
All right, I had to jump documents. I got a couple different documents open here.
Well, first of all, bitch, cheers, my guy.
You're not wrong. I'm an asshole.
You are a bit of one.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Let's keep her rolling.
It's weird because this document I have said I didn't do it well this time.
Well, while you're doing that, also shout out to our wonderful pup, Macy, who
She's
is
here.
in her Saint. What do we call her?
She's the official mascot.
Official mascot is our Macy May. If you haven't seen Macy May, we will post a picture of her on the podcast page. I will make sure it gets done. Honestly, I should just take a picture now because you're finding your document. So, boom.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. So I found some of the fucked up practices, and I wanted to read that to you because we were starting to get into some.
Yeah, I actually want to hear about the
shit.
practices because, like, if they're making people watch murder with like an EKG or whatever on them to see how their heart responds, I can't imagine the other bullshit they're probably fucking doing right now. And I want to fucking know. You know what I should do? I should fucking post a TikTok of us right now. That's what I should do.
Is that what you should do?
That's what I should do. What are you gonna do?
Look, I read something. I don't want to say it because I want to read it off the document because it was done right.
Well, then fucking read that shit, man.
Yeah.
Right now, guys, we're doing a TikTok. What's up? This is Two Dudes and a Brew. I'm Billy.
I'm Alex.
Make sure you check us out, guys, on all the places that you get your podcast. Right?
Yes.
Alex, right?
Yes.
Fucking read that shit, man. Yeah. Got it.
You sound dumb on TikTok.
Who sounds dumb? You sound dumb?
I sound dumb.
I sound dumb. We sound dumb? That's what we sound like on audio, too, fuckface. So don't ever say that.
I don't listen to us.
What?
I'm
Yes.
lying. I listen to us every week.
I listen to us every week, too.
What the hell?
Did you lose your fucking spot like an asshole?
My brain's all over the place. All right.
Practices.
I knew that part. All right. So from 2006 2015, let's talk about that. After actress Kristen Couric, who is
it Couric? It's Kristen Couric, right?
She's a Canadian actress. Debuted on teen drama Edgemont. Became
Debuted
involved
on
with
what?
NXIVM in 2000. Edgemont, probably
Edgemont.
Edge, M-O-N-T.
Edgemont.
Again, probably something in Canada. Became involved with NXIVM in 2006. Salzman and her daughter Lauren went to Vancouver, British Columbia to recruit. Her and her co-star, Allison Mack. The younger Salzman bonded with Mack and later became lovers. Through the Couric subsequently left NXIVM. Mack became an enthusiastic predecessor. Sorry. I had to sound it out in my head. Enthusiastic predecessor for NXIVM, persuading her parents to take courses, and after wrapping production of Smallville in 2011, a show she was a part of, moved to Clifton Park, New York to be near NXIVM's home base in Albany. Weird. So you pulled a couple B-list TV stars in. Not bad.
I mean, Smallville was not bad. I mean, I watched a little. I didn't watch a shitload of Smallville.
Smallville is that with the blonde? Are we talking about the blonde girl? Who
Katie
got arrested
Couric,
for
yeah.
sex trafficking?
No, not
is it
Katie
It's
Couric.
not Katie Couric.
Allison Mack.
Yeah, her.
She was arrested in Brooklyn by the FBI on April 20th, 2018 in charges of sex trafficking
Okay.
through NXIVM.
Okay. So. Okay. What are the practices though? I want to know the practices.
I'm working on it.
Do they have to like have multiple orgies with like?
For the cloaks.
Is it more like, huh?
What?
You can buy for like millions of dollars.
Okay.
You can what?
They have like cloaks in the NXIVM cult that you have to buy for like millions of dollars.
They have cloaks in the NXIVM cult that you can buy for millions.
I didn't see that part.
Well, what'd you find? Like how many millions are we talking?
It depends on the level.
Oh shit, that's what I was talking about. It does like so. Every level you go up, it's like
Well, that's what we're talking about.
you put so much fucking money.
Yeah.
That's why Tom Cruise is at the top of fucking Scientology. First
Yeah,
of
'cause
all,
he's-
fuck Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And if you like Tom Cruise, that's cool. I like him in action movies, but as a human being, he's the worst type. And I only say that, and I know I'm tangenting here. I'm only saying that because in one of his movies, well, I think it was Mission Impossible or something, he came out on an interview or something, said some bullshit like, I have it harder on the movie set than soldiers in Afghanistan or something.
Oh, yeah.
And
Good luck
Mark
with that.
Wahlberg,
I bet
shout out
he-
Marky Mark, came
I
out and
bet
said,
he
shut
ripped
the
him.
fuck up. He was like, you go back to your hotel room, you eat some fucking chicken, you shut your fucking mouth. And I was like, Marky Mark, you're my fucking guy.
Marky Mark's my guy.
Did you know he's only like 5'5"?
Yeah, he's tiny.
Are you lost? I feel like
No,
you're
I'm
lost.
trying to find.
Hey,
I'm
Albany,
trying to find what she's talking about there. 'Cause I do want to know about that.
Can you tell me how much the NXIVM cult's worth? The net worth of the NXIVM cult? Because I'm actually like I'm curious. How much money has been brought in? What is their net worth actually? Because I bet it's something crazy. Like I'm gonna shoot out here and say $14 million. I think 14 million is a fair number. I don't know why I said 14.
Spell NXIVM. How do they spell it?
NXIVM. And while she looks that up, the DOS organization we already talked about was known as a secret sisterhood, and slaves were encouraged to recruit their own slaves to work under them.
So
The
now we're
DOS
at
was a pyramid
slavery.
scheme of slaves recruiting other slaves to work all under Rainier's power. It's a pyramid scheme. It makes sense.
Like a Ponzi scheme.
A pyramid scheme, basically,
I
you hire somebody to work underneath you, they hire somebody else to work underneath them.
and they hire somebody else, and they hire somebody
Correct.
else, and they hire. I
And it
got
builds
you.
a pyramid.
Okay, so it doesn't have
There's not a net worth.
no, but the woman, the founder. Oh wait, hold on. Keith Raniere is
Yeah, what's he worth? What's Keith
I
Raniere
bet
worth?
he's worth a few million.
I don't
It-
know. Sorry, my computer is like popping me up all kinds of things. I think it said he was worth over $100 million.
Holy fuck!
He made a lot of money off
Sorry
this.
about that. He is worth over 100 million.
Nancy?
The girl, I believe.
Nancy?
Nancy Salzman?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's not 100 million.
Okay, it's not 100 million.
2.6 billion.
2.6 billion. The fucking leader of this cult is net worth at 2.6
He had money to start.
billion
He had money to
dollars.
start. You gotta remember.
2.6.
I know.
All right, guys. We're starting a Two Dudes and a Brew cult. You can join us anytime you want. Slavery wise, you will pour our beer. Other slavery wise, you will drink the
Pay
beer.
us.
You will drink the beer we don't like, and you will pay us to drink that beer.
Yep.
And there it goes. We're gonna call it the TDAB cult because now we have our own
I'm
acronym.
sorry.
We'll call it TDAB.
Edgar Boffman Sr. Who was he?
That was the
He's
CEO
Seagram.
of Seagram's.
Oh, he's worth 2.5 billion.
I gotta say, I think that number didn't sound right.
Net worth. Of course, Raniere.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want the network to keep. So sorry, guys. Our producer's computer is acting fucking crazy.
So I want to read this line.
Okay.
They recruited people to work under the pyramid scheme. Slaves were branded with a metal cow brand of their master's initials in
KR?
KR. Hold on.
Keith Raniere.
Usually, Rainier or Mac were forced to have sex with Rainier. So they'd get branded, then they got to have sex with Rainier.
What the fuck?
Rainier developed a system of collecting collateral, quote unquote, within the NXIVM brand. At first, Rainier's request that members forfeit a small amount of money when they skip doing something productive, such as going to the gym. Slowly, the fines for infractions grew larger, ultimately forcing members to provide nude pictures, blackmail information, and large sums of money as collateral. So the way to keep people quiet on this,
Was to blackmail him.
he would have them give him nude photos,
Did this also okay?
information to blackmail, and he would put it in a folder. That showed their
So-
commitment to NXIVM.
So I'm
So
not
if
being
they went
sexist. I'm
out,
not being
but-
sexist. But was so the Keith Raniere,
Yeah.
he would do this just to the female slaves. Male slaves too.
Everybody.
So if they fucked up, dudes would send him dick pics. He would
would go to the female running the show. That's why there was a male and female running the show, and they would pick how the punishment were forced out.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is why. So it's difficult to find.
Okay.
Because there's not really any documentation.
Well, no, because he's in jail now.
He claims he was worth $50 million, yet he appeared to carry no money.
So Keith Raniere claimed he was worth $50 million, but he never carried any money.
Yes.
So he never, none of his money was documented.
Right.
Okay.
Nancy, right? Are we?
Yeah, Nancy.
Nancy?
Yeah, what's Nancy worth? Nancy Salzman.
Doesn't say.
Okay, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
Allison Mack's worth $2 million.
Well, yeah,
Allison
because she had
Mack-
she was on a TV show. So he would, part of their commitment to fully getting into this is they have to give them blackmailable material. And remember, these are people that have
And
money.
that's how you hold them there.
Exactly. You're talking about TV people that need to go by public opinion. So whether it's really bad or not, if you go ugly in the court of public opinion, that could kill their career completely.
It
So
just
once you're
demolish
in-
it. It could demolish it.
Once you're in with him, he's got you.
So what would happen? Say you didn't. Well, I mean, like, so
He
I
cut it all loose.
I would say I'm sure it's no. What I'm saying is I'm sure it's not there because it wouldn't be because they wouldn't have this type of shit documented because it's NXIVM. But say like, all right, we'll say Albany was a part of this cult, and she didn't go to the gym, so he fined her. She didn't do this, so he fined her. So then like money started running low, and he was like, all right, well you need to send me a tit pic.
And it would go in a file.
But if she just said, "Nah, I'm good,"
then
what happens then?
He would take the stuff that she's already given him.
No,
It
but
says 2018 Raniere's net worth was $2.5 million.
okay. So Keith Raniere currently is worth $2.5 million.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, that's taken a while. You have to jump.
Yeah, you're
No,
good.
you're
You're
Find
good.
this shit out.
I mean, it's all hidden. So
What
but
they would do
what
is
I'm-
they would give
what
that
I'm-
blackmail information
No,
to
what
him
I'm
first.
saying, what if there's no blackmail there?
That it was part of getting into it.
To get in,
You didn't get in until you gave him the blackmailable material. You had to give him some, and he would just add to it.
Oh, okay. Because, like, I'm about to say, like, if I didn't go to the gym because I didn't fucking feel like it or I had shit to do, or fucking say I was a movie star, I had some shit to film, and now you're like, well, I need a picture of your fucking ball sack. I'm like, bitch, you ain't getting shit. And then, well, But I guess also it would be he would already have pictures where he branded you.
Correct.
So now everyone knows you're branded by Keith Raniere, and they can connect it all back to
And
the
the
blackmail he's pulled on everyone else.
The worst thing is, once he has a little bit of blackmail, then he can build a story and just keep building. It's not going to stop. Because once he has one little bit that's truthful, the rest, how you going to prove he's wrong now? He's got some that's truthful.
So all he
And
has,
again, it's court of public opinion.
all he has to say is, if you don't give it to him, is, I have such and such, and
I'll burn you.
And like the fucking tabloids would go insane. They'd be like, "I'll sell it to me," and like ultimately it would hit the news before he ever even had to send any actual blackmail in, because he would already have enough proof with other people that he does have this type of information. Okay, gotcha.
So we're back in it. With this collateral in place, Raniere was able to deepen further the slavery that women face in his DOS organization. He punished members harshly with solidarity, confinement, physical violence, psychological abuse, and forced exposure to extreme weather without clothes in order to maintain power over his members. Raniere also humiliated women and forced them on diets because he deemed them too quote-unquote fat.
Fuck dudes like that.
And once he got a little bit of power, it just got worse.
But let me make this fucking clear as I can make it, because I actually have a personal connection to things like this. Any man who gets into a relationship with a woman, and whether she is already a heavier set woman or she becomes a heavier set woman, and they hold that against her, first of all, fuck you. First of all, fuck you. Because if I ever meet you and I find that out, you are literally going to eat through a tube. Because it's personal to me because it's very close. And I don't see this person ever, so I never have the chance to make them eat through a tube. But, fuck you, dude. The fact that you would ever go after somebody's weight,
that's just wrong.
especially when someone's working on that weight or whatever, like even if they're not, I am one for health. Obviously, this is a beer drinking podcast. We drink beer. You work out, I work out. We try to eat as well as we can. I fall off the rails a lot, but I still try to make sure I'm as healthy as I can be. You know, I want everyone to be healthy. I want everyone to, I don't want you to be overweight. But is that going to change my opinion of you as in our relationship? Absolutely not.
No.
I mean, you know, you have a close, I mean, you're a little bit of a bigger guy.
I am.
Have I ever, like, I will joke with you sometimes and call you, it's like tonight. You were like, go grab me a piece of pizza. And I was like, I got you, fat kid. But I say that to everyone. Like, I say that to myself. Like, hey, I'm a fat kid. I'm going to go grab some food. Like, it's just another thing.
People that are serious about it and that changes the way they feel about somebody, there's just something's off.
Like, if you rolled in here and we're hanging out and I was like, I can't really hang out with you, dude. You're like, you're too overweight. I can't do that. That would be the most fucked up shit on the goddamn planet. Especially if you're in a relationship and your significant other, say, is well fit and you struggle with your weight. Yeah. And he turns around and says, yeah, well, I'm not going to marry you because you're overweight.
And I don't want to take care of you.
I don't want to take care of you when you're older and you have issues. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, fuck you. Third of all, I have a fucking 9mm sitting next to my bed that has your name written on the next bullet. Yeah. Because you are the worst type of human. Because you are exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Fucking Rainier. That's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
You are degrading people, making them feel forced to stay in your vicinity because they feel like you're the only one that will accept them because you're judging them on their fucking appearance.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the problem, when it came down to this cult, the reason it caught the name with a cult was because everything went through him. He decided how things were done and the way people thought.
Bro, I fucking hate this dude. I'm just letting you know.
The NXIVM brand catered to Rainier's preferred fantasies. There have been reports of Rainier's grooming of a young girl to take her virginity. When she met Rainier, the girl was 16 years old. Her family had moved from the U.S. to Mexico to the U.S. from Mexico because they had heard about Rainier's self-development seminars.
Yeah.
Jesus. Weeks before her 18th birthday, Rainier started to discuss how he was going to consummate their relationship after she lost the required weight.
You just need to keep going because that just makes blood
After she turned 18, Rainier gave the young woman a call to tell her it was time. He escorted her to an office building where he raped her. After that day, she was required to perform oral sex on him regularly. Rainier even forced the young woman and her sister to have group sex with him on multiple occasions, threatening to deport them back to Mexico if he didn't meet his expectations.
Get the fuck out.
So this is where the cult went from just a bunch of goofy shit practices to now you're crossing lines.
Oh shit, the branding was crossing lines.
So let's talk about criminal prosecutions and convictions. Because there's a lot more information, but I don't want to drag on. There's a lot of information on this.
Yeah.
And it's really new. It's scary how new it is. In March of 18, Rainier was arrested and indicted on charges related to DOS, including sex trafficking conspiracy, and conspiracy to commit forced labor. All very well.
All of it's
owned.
true. All of it.
He was arrested in Mexico and held in custody in New York after appearing in federal court in Fort Worth, Texas. Not the best place to be in court for stuff like that. Because they'll hang out back.
Because fucking Texas does
it's still old
the
style.
The way
there.
Ron White says, we have an express line for the death penalty. As he sips his whiskey. Or his tequila.
The indictment alleged that at least one woman was coerced into sex with Rainier, who forced DOS members to undergo the branding ritual alleged by Edmondson and others. The United States Attorney Richard Donahue stated that Rainier created a secret society of women who he'd had sex with and branded with his initials, coercing them with threat of releasing their highly personal information and taking their assets. So basically, to buy in, you gave him the blackmail. He hit it as this great self-help seminar when it came to personal and professional success, and it wasn't anything close. On April 20th, 2018, Mack was arrested and indicted on similar charges as Rainier's. According to prosecutors, after she recruited women in the first NXIVM and then DOS, Mack coerced them into engaging in sexual activity with Rainier and performing menial tasks, for which Rainier allegedly paid her. Mack was further alleged to be NXIVM's second in command after Rainier. On April 24th, Mack was released on $5 million bond pending trial under house arrest with her parents in California. On May 4th, Rainier pleaded not guilty.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck that guy. For real. Fuck that guy.
Salzman's home was raided shortly after Rainier's arrest, and prosecutors stated during the arraignment that further arrests and supersedings indictments for Rainier's and Mack should be expected. In late May, authorities moved to seize the 2 NXIVM-owned properties near Albany. In 2018, the New York Post reported that NXIVM had moved to Brooklyn, New York, and was being led by Claire Braun-Fahnman.
That's a Seagram's guy, right?
That's a
Seagram's daughter.
Seagram's daughter. On June 12, 2018, Times Union reported that NXIVM had suspended its operation due to extraordinary circumstances facing the company. Braun-Fahnman was arrested on July 4th and charged with racketeering. She was released on house arrest after signing a $100 million bail bond. Also arrested and charged with the same crime were NXIVM President Nancy Salzman, her daughter, Laura Salzman, and another NXIVM employee, Kathy Russell. On March 13, 2019, Salzman pleaded guilty to charge of racketeering and criminal conspiracy. Also, March 19, Laura Salzman pleaded guilty to racketeering conspiracy. April 8, 2019, Mack pleaded guilty to racketeering. April 19th of 2019, Braun-Fahnman pleaded guilty to charges of harboring an alien and identity fraud. Bookkeeper Russell also pleaded guilty to visa fraud. Rainier's federal trial began on May 7, 2019. On June 19, 2019, he was convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking. January 2020, federal lawsuits was filed in the New York, accused Rainier and 14 associates conducting illegal psychological experiments on members of the company and abusing them physically, emotionally, and financially. September 30th, 2020, Judge Nicholas G. Garfigus of the United States District Court of Eastern District of New York sentenced Braun to 6 years and 9 months in federal prison. Her attorney promised to appeal, called the sentence an abomination.
Okay.
So basically, the four to six high in power all dropped for this. This was almost a kick in the bucket when it came for prosecutors. This was well hidden, but not well hidden once you unhinged everything.
Yeah.
Because once you got in,
well, it's good to see people.
nothing.
It's good to see people go down. You know what I mean? It's good because, like, unfortunately, you know what? I'll save that for my final thoughts. Go ahead.
All right. Final section will be media investigations. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. I'm moving around a little bit. I had it lined up, and the way we've gone, I didn't like the way it was lined up anymore. Oh, I didn't mean to go that direction. Starting with reports, so this is before shit hit the fan in 19. Starting with reports by investigative journalist Frank Partolo in June of 17, and bolstered by an article in October of 17 by the New York Times, details began to emerge of the DOS, a secret sisterhood that started in 15 with NXIVM, in which females were called slaves, branded initials, and corporal punishment from their masters, and required to provide nude and other potentially damaging information, as we've already talked about, collateral.
Yeah.
Law enforcement representatives have alleged that DOS members were forced into sexual slavery, which is a big step in that kind of money. Because you would think, right off the kick, well, how does somebody that has that much money end up in that kind of situation? It was, again, a personal and professional growth. But this is how they had to buy their way in. They got talked into it. It was a good sales pitch.
Yeah.
On December 15th of 2017, an ABC News magazine 2020 aired, which, if you ever watched 2020...
Barbara Walters, baby.
They'll burn some motherfuckers on that.
I love Barbara Walters.
2020 used to do a special where they would catch sexual predators.
Yeah.
They would fake like who they are online.
It was like what was that? America's Most Wanted or some shit?
No.
That was Dateline, I think you're thinking about.
No.
I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I know what Alex is talking about.
Oh, okay.
Was it not 2020?
To Catch a Predator?
Yes, that's what it was. They would fake like they're whatever the...
Like 12, 13, 6, whatever.
And they would talk to them online when the internet first got popular.
I remember that, yeah. One guy brought pizza, and he was like, I just brought pizza.
And they would show up, and they'd have all the internet conversation printed out. And they would go, you didn't show up here for a 13-year-old girl?
Nah, dude, I brought pizza.
Because there's your words linked back to your account. 2020 aired an expose including former NXIVM adherents, including Edmondson Catherine Oxenberg. Let's see who she is. Oxenberg was an actress known as Amelia Carrington on the 1980 Prime soap opera Dynasty.
Oh, that's a big one.
Mm-hmm. Who alleged her daughter, India Oxenberg, was endangered due to the group. Several former members reported financial and sexual predation by the NXIVM members. Edmondson further appeared in Escaping NXIVM during the first season of the CBC podcast Uncovered. 7 socially prominent Mexicans, including Emilio Santos, son of former president of Mexico, and Anne Cristina Fox, daughter of former president, same person, Rosa, a business leader from Nuevo Leon, have been accused of involvement. So a bunch of high-ups in Mexico are also involved as well.
All right.
So to kind of wrap it up, it's still an ongoing thing. Is the
that's
problem.
what it sounds like. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to drop off on that. But the fact that it happened in 2018 means this is still caught in the court system. Again, Rainier was convicted in federal court for sex trafficking racketeering on June 19, 2019. Sentenced to... he hasn't even been sentenced because he's still in appeal process. Rainier's conviction, he continued to direct loyalists from behind bars, encouraging them to continue recruitment. At his direction, the group has regularly danced outside Rainier's jail and staged coordinate protests and individual prosecutors. September 2020, it estimates about 50 to 60 remain very loyal to Rainier. Rainier was sentenced to 120 years in prison in 2020. His case is still under appeal.
120 years?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
how old is he? Do we know?
He was in his mid-40s when it started.
Mid-40s?
He was in his mid-40s in 2010. I saw that.
So he's well, like 100 years.
He'll die in prison.
Yeah.
So, on that note, guys, I know we jumped around a good bit. Sorry about that. I had it laid out like I usually like to, and then I started jumping around. That is the NXIVM cult. That is your...
From Two Dudes and a Brew.
That is a high-end hiding behind money kind of cult. I think it was just different than...
Yeah. I mean, I just, my final thoughts of the whole thing is him relating it back to Hitler and the Nazi side of things, honestly, he did us a favor in as far as where the comparisons go. I mean...
it showed how truly crazy he was.
Yeah, I mean, when you compare to that, you compared on judging people upon appearance and things like that, also on their status quo.
Yes.
And, I mean, you made money. Okay.
He made a good bit.
I'm all about making some money, but I'm not about making some money on demonizing people and blackmailing people and treating other humans as if they're not so.
Correct.
So for me, fuck you. Mm-hmm. I do hope you die in prison, but I don't hope you die from old age. Mm-mm. I hope somebody brands you, rapes you, and then fucking, you know what? Creates their own little gas chamber in your cell because you are the biggest piece of shit. I'm sorry. It still, for me, rolls back to and this is a small portion, but this is what really hit home for me as far as this topic goes, is judging people
by the way they look.
On their body physiques.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Because I guarantee you're not the most fittest motherfucker walk the earth. I guarantee you're a fat old man sitting in your fucking cell. You probably haven't shaved. You probably look like dog shit. And I hope you've been raped by the biggest dude in there. And also, I hope they keep feeding you the shittiest food, and no one lets you work out, so you become a fat piece of shit, and you can see how it feels when Big Bubba no longer wants to fuck you because you're too goddamn fat.
I guess the main thing when I looked at it, it was again, I keep saying it's you don't hear about cults coming from high-end riches. You don't hear about it in New York City. In prominent areas, you hear about cults in Waco where they're in the middle of nowhere, and they wouldn't have even got. I say caught. They wouldn't even came up on the radar if the FBI wasn't and the ATF weren't looking to make a point of something.
Yeah,
because they had such a bad reputation at that point.
Yeah,
they were searching for it. You hear about these cults that come out of the woods, and it's like, where in Kentucky where in the woods?
So the point I was the point I was trying to make before is, a lot of cults usually end in nothing but death.
Yes.
And the leader goes with,
usually goes out in a blaze of fire.
Majority of cult leaders die with their cult. So it's good. It's actually good to see, one, that there wasn't, from the research you did, that there wasn't a ton of deaths or even any deaths that came from this cult. But also that the people that were responsible were actually caught and...
Yes.
would now have to pay the price.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to see. Jim Jones killed everyone.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, fuck you. Like, I'm glad you're caught. I'm glad you're where you're at. And if I ever meet you, bro, you're eating through a straw.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the shame of it was the people that did get caught in it, because you see people go to these seminars, and you see these seminars a lot. He used something that he sold well, because you saw pictures of him. Very believable that he had money, that he came from money. He'd made his money somehow, and now he's going back and trying to teach other people. And I don't want to say he suckered people in, but he did the salesman pitch and got people in the door.
Yeah.
And then once he got a little bit of power, then it was fulfilling his own sexual perverted needs. It wasn't good. The branding thing, I don't know where that came from, because I didn't see an escalation coming, but it was part of it. There's pictures of people that have...
It's part of blackmail, dude.
His initials on him.
It's part of blackmail. That's all it is. It's yeah.
On that note, that will wrap up the NXIVM cult.
Sweet. What's next?
I believe the beer review. Billy.
Yes.
Talk to me about your feelings about the Dead Guy Ales Rogue.
I'm gonna say can art. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I do like the fact they use the whole entire can. I like the subtle black, and it's got that one, a gory looking skeleton holding a beer. Like 4.5, I feel for me fits.
They committed to it.
They did. They just went right for it. The reason it loses a little bit, if you actually look, they lose the logo at the bottom.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if you just scooted it up just a hair more, you had room.
I know.
So I'll give it a 4.5 on that. On taste, it grew on me.
Yeah.
If I were going to say that I'd grade this right off the first beer, it's like a 3.
Yeah.
Because it's a hard malt aftertaste.
It is.
It's very hard. But once you get through the first one and then your taste buds kind of like
adjust
to it and get used to it, I'd put this beer probably close to like a 4.2. I'd say 4.2.
And that's different for us because we don't do a lot of ales.
Yeah. And we actually, guys, we have so much fun stuff coming up because we actually have a donated beer from one of our very good friends, Neil, that's actually like a stout, like a peanut butter stout. So we'll be doing that next episode. We are not an IPA podcast. We're a beer podcast. Yes. We're trying to get away. No, we're a brew podcast. So it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't even have to be alcoholic. We will drink it.
We need to go away from doing what
we're used to.
We know we like.
So, but yeah, so for me, 4.5 on the can art. I'll give it a 4.2 on the taste. Alex, what do you think about the Dead Guy's Ale Rogue?
I'm going to give it a 4.8 on can art.
Okay.
Honestly, and I'll do the same thing. The can cut at the bottom. That was probably a mistake when they built it in the program they built it in. Whoever did it didn't know that they didn't have the inch or whatever at the bottom. It ran out of room. I like the can. I like the commitment to it. I say it. There are people that like specific tattoos. Some people like a lot of color. Like Jordan loves a lot of color in her tattoos. A lot of big burst colors.
Yeah, I'm black and white. So.
I can say, if I've always said I'm going to get tattoos, I'm a black and white kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to want black and white tattoos, and that is, nothing on that can has any color other than black and chrome. That's it.
Yeah.
The flat black was actually what pulled me in, because you see a lot of cans out there are shiny. Even your low end beers. But you see
that subtle can, and it's like, I gotta try that. Yeah.
It was, your Miller Lights, your Keystones, your Budweisers. The can's gonna be shiny. Your White Zombies, your even Voodoo Rangers. It's on a shiny back. Now I like a matte black finish.
Gotcha.
Like I've said, my next bike will be matte black. I like a matte black finish. That can's badass, and that skull looks happy. He's got a beer in his hand, a little headdress on, and he's kicking it.
You 4.8 the can. So what do you give on taste?
Again, it was different for us. It was definitely not an IPA. It didn't have a whole lot of kick to it. The malt took a little different spin on it than, again, we're used to.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4 or 5 on taste. I mean, I liked it. That's something I could go back and buy again, because it doesn't sit heavy on my stomach.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what I've learned doing this over time, is the different beers that really sit heavy after a while. The ones that you sit back and you go, wow, I can only drink. I've had that before. I couldn't drink more than 3 or 4 of them, because I feel like I'm weighted down so bad. Now that came off as a thick beer and we poured it, but it really wasn't.
It wasn't bad.
So I'm going to give it a 4.8 on can art, a 4.5 on taste.
Well, thank you.
I enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. It only took me 6 different days to bring it over here, but it got here.
What is your honorable brewski of the week, my friend?
Oh, that's tough to do. Why gotta do that to me?
Well, it's you this week, my brother.
I know. That's tough.
Why don't we give it to your dad just to prep him for next week?
Yeah, I'll give it to my dad, because he's...
Is he freaking out?
No. So he texted me. So if you listen to the last episode, we agreed that on Wednesday, I would send my dad a picture of the flying spaghetti monster and say nothing. Send it to him as we started. I got what the fuck back. And all I said back was podcast. He goes, well, that makes sense. And I sent back Friday. One word. All I said was one word at a time. So I'll give it to my dad for playing along. I know he's busy. I know they got shit going on. But the fact that he plays around with it, I can dig it. That'll work. On that note, Billy, anything else?
Guys, we just want to shout out again a couple of our sponsors. Obviously, they are a big part of us, because we don't have a whole lot of them. But if you want to sponsor this, podcast, you just reach out to Twodudesandabrewpodcast@gmail.com or anywhere else, and we will talk to you and negotiate a wonderful sponsor opportunity. We are in talks with multiple other sponsors at the moment, but right now I want to thank Ultimate Plumbing out of Mooresville, North Carolina. They provide service, obviously, between Charlotte and
Hickory.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places around here.
It is.
But you can reach them at 714-892-5843. Guys, I will repeat it again, 714-892-5843. Make sure you tell them that Two Dudes in a Brew sent you. Alex, you want to name?
Zach Feller Racing, guys. We talked about it. Race team looking to put some sponsorship together. Zach's a hell of a driver. Kid deserves a good chance and a good ride. Guys, Zach Feller Racing on Facebook. If not, reach out to us at Two Dudes in a Brew. We'll get you directed in the right direction. Other than that, Billy, another good episode.
I had a good time.
Nothing wild.
A little wild.
We didn't light anything on fire.
That's true. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Like he said, this has been Two Dudes and a Brew podcast. I am Billy.
I'm Alex, your producer Albany, producer Jordan, everybody involved, especially the mascot Macy, who's gone missing.
She's behind you. She's always here.
Macy's always here. Guys, we appreciate the support. Stick around. We're here for it. Billy, cheers.